Good evening. Welcome to Cargo and Canvas. Hello. Today we are going to discuss two very important terms in the world of transportation and international trade. That is logistics and freight forwarding. Many people normally think that both are same. Logistics and freight forwarding are same, but it is not. If you are seeking an employment or looking for a career in logistics or freight forwarding, it is very important and vital that you know the difference between these two. Now, today we are going to discuss in detail, in a simple way, and we'll find out what is the difference between logistics and freight forwarding. Okay, that's what we are going to do now. What is logistics? Logistics is a broader field which includes planning, movement of the cargo, inventory control, warehousing, transportation, movement of goods to other countries, that means international transportation or local transportation, plus documentation, custom clearance, then delivery to the final customer. So this includes everything, almost everything, from the factory to the customer's warehouse or to the customer's store. The logistics company has to arrange everything, all inclusive, from the factory to the customer's warehouse or his shop or wherever it is. Okay, so this is logistics. Suppose a factory in Dubai, they are manufacturing television sets. There are different types of television sets with different specifications, with different sizes, different inches in width. So these are there. So once it is manufactured, this has to be transported to a warehouse. There, the packing has to be done, and then it has to be stored depending on the size and the type and the model in different locations. Once it is stored there, then the factory tells you that so and so pieces has to be exported to India, for example. Then the logistics company has to arrange transportation of the shipment from the warehouse to India, and then clear it there, transport it and deliver it to the end customer. So that is a part of international shipping. Logistics is also very important for local movement of goods. Then the factory says, I will have to deliver 100 pieces of television of different types and models to different customers in Dubai, to their outlets in Dubai. Then he has to arrange transportation from the warehouse of the required pieces to the destination point, that is the shop where the customer needs the television sets. So this local transportation or local movement of goods is also a part of logistics. So whether it is international or local, it's a part of logistics. So that is a broader version of movement of goods. So it includes inventory management, stock control, warehousing. The logistics company has to inform the producer, the manufacturer, that so and so models are remaining here, so and so models are stuck here, it's not moving, or there is shortage of some models. So accordingly, the factory will manufacture and send it again to the warehouse of the logistics company. So this is in short about logistics. Now let's come to freight forwarding. I have in my previous video explained in English also what does a freight forwarding company do. The main purpose, the main job, the main responsibility of a freight forwarder is to coordinate the shipment, mainly international shipment. Coordinate the shipment with the customer, with the shipping company and with the destination agent, and deliver the shipment from the factory to the destination. Depending on the agreement with the exporter or with the manufacturer, the freight forwarder might have to clear the shipment from the destination and deliver to the customer, or their clearing agent at the destination will clear and deliver it to the customer. It depends on the agreement the freight provider as with the exporter or the seller. So their job involves booking the container for export with the shipping company, getting all the documents from the exporter or the manufacturer, then transport the container to their warehouse for stuffing. After stuffing, return the container to the port, then sending it to the destination. Whether if it is in India, we will have to send it to India. Then if the agreement says that we have to clear it in India, then we will do the custom clearance. The freight forwarder will do the custom clearance and deliver it to the final destination. So this is the process or the responsibility of a freight forwarder. I hope you understand. In case you have any doubt, please let me know in the comment box and I will reply to you properly. Hope you understand the difference between freight forwarding and logistics. Freight forwarding can be a part of logistics. A logistics company can handle freight forwarding. But a freight forwarding cannot do logistics work because it's a broader field. Freight forwarding is a part of logistics and freight forwarder cannot be a logistics provider. Now, there's another term, supply chain management. Supply chain management involves the complete process. It is broader than logistics. That includes procurement of raw material, production, quality control, packing, warehousing, transportation, shipment, clearance at destination, delivery to the final customer. Then there will be rejections, return cargoes, or reverse logistics is there. So returning it back to the factory for repairs or for replacement. All these are included in supply chain. Stock management, inventory control, everything complete. So the hierarchy is like this: supply chain management, logistics, freight forwarding. This is the hierarchy. So I hope you got an idea of all these three things. Supply chain management is a broader and wider and vast area where we will have to spend a lot of time discussing this. Now I am talking about logistics and freight forwarding only, but in between I just gave a hint of supply chain management. Now, the job opportunities in logistics and freight forwarding. If you are looking for a career in logistics, you have lot of scope there. As you know, everything is controlled by logistics. The movement of goods, the movement of people, the movement of everything is controlled by a logistics company. So logistics, you have lot of opportunities, which includes transportation, shipment, warehouse management, inventory control, packing, export documentation, export process, export shipment, then custom clearance at the destination, then distribution and delivery to the end customer. So you can get opening in any of the departments here, like warehousing, inventory management, inventory control, transport coordinators, documentation assistants, stock control people, an export documentation specialist, sea freight specialist, air freight. So there are different departments and you have very good scope of employment in this logistics industry. And for freight forwarding, there is also a lot of opportunities, which includes pricing, submitting quotations, arranging transportation, that is transport coordination, then export documentation, import documentation, customer service agent, destination clearing agent, custom clearing agents. They are also transportation coordinators for that, documentation assistants. All these jobs are there for people who are interested in a career in freight forwarding. So I think you got almost all the information about freight forwarding and logistics. Now, in my next video, I'll explain to you all the documentation process. How to book a container, what are the documents required, what are the documents we have to take from the shipper, exporter for exporting the cargo, how to clear the goods, what are the documents you need for custom clearance, etc, etc. Everything in detail, document by document, type of containers, bill of lading, documentation process, everything I will give in detail in each episode. You don't get anything what you see in the book or what you study in the university. What I give you is the real practical flow of this industry, flow of work in this industry. So please follow me on Cargo and Canvas. If anybody is left for subscription, they may subscribe the channel if you are interested in logistics or freight forwarding. Okay, see you in Cargo and Canvas. Bye bye.